Jeff, how are you? So I'm getting back to you as we spoke yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you, what I think the main issues are, why you're probably having, problems with contact first, and then ball flight. Not being able to create or repeat a ball flight when you go out on the golf course. So, the first of all that is very noticeable has to do with your grip. You have a very strong left and right hand, very strong. Okay, which will produce through the backswing a closed face. Okay, so I see on the posture, I see a lot of very strong grip. The hands are way forward, which will also reduce the loft on the club. You have a lot of side bend, and that's probably due to your the positions of your hands in the club, and also the arms and the way you create this amount of shuffling posture. Okay, so I mean, those are some things that I truly believe that we need to change from scratch. I mean, even before the club starts moving, and we need to address somewhere where we can have less side bending posture and a lot weaker grip that can help us, with the club face alignments through the entire swing. So this will be more what we're kind of looking at. You, like I said, look at the side bend, the tilt that she has in shoulders compared to yours, and then take a look at the grip. Take a look at her left hand, okay, and look at the position of your left hand. All right, so that has a direct effect on the face alignments, not only in what has to do with the starting line and curve of the ball, but also in the loft delivery impact. And also take a look at what I said. This is a lot more neutral compared to all these forward hands in posture. Okay, and the way we probably want to have to work with this at the beginning, it will be maybe doing a lot of mirror at home, and because we definitely need to change the setup. And at first it's probably going to be really uncomfortable for you. So that will be to start, but just as important as what we're going to see from now on. So because of the very strong grip, when you start the golf swing, what you do is rotate the forearms. You can see how your forearms, you can see right there, how your forearms start to rotate. And that's mainly because of how strong your grip is. And it's the only way that you find, okay, unconsciously, but that you find to create some kind of loft, okay, on the club. So you start rotating the forearms in this direction, okay, and also getting those shoulders to turn. Because of that, the shoulders start to turn on a very horizontal plane. If you see this girl, instead the forearms turn like on a not a clockwise, but opposite to the clockwise. And because she doesn't have very strong grip, she can do that and still the face be more let's say square. Okay, strong enough but square. And also because of all this is that she's able to tilt, to turn on a tilted angle. Okay, from here and on, right? And that will be the most important thing that we have to do in the short term. Grip, the position of the hands, less tilt, and then from there eliminate all that forearm rotation that you create, which is going to allow us to turn on a more tilted angle. From there, I mean, there's not so much you can do. From there, the club goes up, the arms go up. There's, I would say, pretty good rotation of the body, and then your club drops behind you, okay, and starts to extend because of the steepness of the shaft. You can see the shaft by here is pointing somewhere inside the ball line. If you look at this curve, you can see how the shaft is a lot shallower, okay, which allows her to turn as much as she wants and get the hands and face on a pretty good line, which is, really good for when we try to analyze contact, okay? In your case, the shaft got steep, the face is open, is close, very close, very close. And now your body, once that it starts extending, it can't turn anymore. And your club face, right, is way inside your hands, right? Look at the relationship between the hands and the club face. You see, it's way inside the hands, which means that the path is going to be as a good amount to the right, okay? And also because the club face is lower than your hands, you're probably hitting the ball behind it, or thin, which means that the low point is too far back for an iron, okay? So, but all the things you've seen from the top of the backswing till impact, it's just a consequence and ways that you try to, match up the first few moves that you throw out the backswing. Like I said earlier, we have to do a big transformation on the way you present yourself into the ball, as in the posture, your arms and the grip, and then from there being able to change the first part of the takeaway, so everything can start to come into pieces. Well, Jeff, hope this makes sense. I'm going to send you some videos to start off with the first part of the swing so we can get to work. Thank you.